everybody, so I wanted to introduce today's kit. It's called My Story, My Way, and it is for children that have been adopted or are in long-term foster care. So I wanted something that was very unique to my daughter. I'm a big fan of books and I've brought as many books as I can find relating to adoption, just so that she's got representation and she feels included and not alone in her story and her circumstances. However, I felt that I could go a step further. Obviously we do have our adoption support fund, even though it's being stretched. Please, anybody advocate for us to have more funding for some of our most precious, vulnerable children within society. But yes, what I knew from my own experiences is that representation is important, and children who are in these circumstances have very unique needs. They've got unique stories, it's very complex, and there's a lot of feelings that go around their story. So what I've designed is a creative expression kit that you can buy the cards just on their own. We talk about holding the space for children. So as adults, we may not know what to say or how to respond, and this guidance gives you a little bit of a head start with how to hold the space for children when we don't necessarily know what to say or what's appropriate to say. So it talks really about acknowledging what they've shared with us and how to hold it as an open forum and not try and fix their feelings, but just walk alongside them in their feelings. So all of the pouches that we do, we hand stamp them all. We've got My Feelings, My Way, that's where the cards sit in. And then we have a grounding stone for children to carry around with them. It says, I can take a moment, and every stone we've collected and we've put a little heart on there. So we have a little card that goes with the stone. So my special stone. This is your special stone. You can hold it when you need comfort, reassurance, or a quiet moment. It's here to remind you that you are safe, loved, and belong. So we use this journal, again hand stamped by ourselves, and we encourage children to journal their sort of feelings. If they're older, they may want to do sort of more of a scrapbook or more sort of abstract Lego sculpture, but it's there if you feel that they would benefit from that. Sometimes if they're overwhelmed with their feelings, we might just recommend that you start with a pencil, or we've got paints that are typically in the kits, or my daughter actually prefers to use felt tips, so in her kit she uses felt tips. I designed the kit because I am an adopted mum, and I just felt that there was a lot of questions that were coming out, but it didn't seem to be hitting how she was feeling. So I wanted her to have a safe place where she could express herself, and the difference that I've seen in her just from using the creative expression and maybe our sort of connection has been really good, and I've been able to challenge some of the difficulty, well, not challenge, but support some of the difficulties that she's been having. So we use the journal, and we do lots of, in fact she's decorated it lots of different times for processing feelings. So let's show you the cards. They all come with a little protective cover, so that when children are creating, they don't get too messy. They've got a sleeve that they can just sit back into. Every kit has got an adult guidance card, so anyone can pick these cards up. Social workers, teachers, parents, carers, nanas, grandpies can all pick these cards up and know how to do them. So you've got that one, and then there is a child one in there, but we've obviously, oh, there it is. That's a very simple one for them. And then we use affirmations, but the problem with affirmations is that they're not always believable for children. So we want them to to feel okay. So this one says about it's okay to have mixed feelings, but just by seeing the affirmation alone, are they going to think, yeah, it's okay to have mixed feelings, or even acknowledge that? So that's why we then use gentle prompts behind. So I wonder about, so we pop the affirmation there and the prompt and encourage them to express themselves in a creative way, because children don't often have the words. And what we found with our daughter is she likes to choose her own cards to explore at any one point. Birth family, it's okay to think about your birth family. It doesn't change how much we love you. Your story belongs to you. You can choose who you share it with. Big feelings, sometimes your feelings might feel big or confusing, or your feelings are okay. So these affirmation cards in every kit that we do are unique to the children's circumstances. And again, if this one feels too much for them, you pop it to one side. If it's not relevant, you pop it to one side. So that's exactly why the kits are so interchangeable, so that we can make it very personalised. And, you know, for a child to be able to say, oh, this is my card and this is how I feel about it, definitely in my professional experience gives more representation to their unique circumstances than just reading stories. However, I love stories, and there's a lot of brilliant authors out there who have wrote adoption books, and I think that holistically, hopefully we can all help our children to be comfortable in their own skin. So if you've got any questions, please send them to me, but here is a snapshot, and there's a lot more information on our website.